I see some knucks.
How's that feel? You sound good.
I do. All right. All right. Good morning, afternoon, evening, folks, wherever you be. Wherever you may be. Good morning, afternoon, evening, folks, wherever you may be. Adam Gilson here, Portland Doubles Mashup 2022 in Portland, Oregon at the home turf. Clay Toomey here with me. We are watching a winner's bracket for third. This is a quarterfinals.
Yep, quarterfinal. Between those two guys.
That is James Castillo and Kevin Romero, world champion on the left. Will Stranks, Cody Byre on the right. What are we looking at here? 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. It is a win by 2 situation in the 5th game if it gets there. Sparky has already decided he is bombs away from the back. I love that pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a push kick pass.
It is, and he's just been dominating with it this entire weekend.
Yeah, Sully does that pass really nice.
Yes, she does.
Just got back from the woods looking for Bigfoot, Merlock says. Speaking of Kevin Romero. Is it me or focus all of a sudden is not clear? It might be. It depends on... it looks the same for us here. Is it a particular angle that you're talking about, or is it just everything in general?
Maybe the up close?
Could be. Okay. It's a lower resolution. It's not blurry. Get in real tight and see. You can see some of the resolution goes away. All of them, yeah. Maybe reset or restart, or that could be a bit rate thing on his end. On his end, our bit rate's fine here. We've
Yeah.
been holding six plus the entire weekend, and we don't have any drop frames. Our resolution's fine. It's at 936. If you're watching on mobile, sometimes it'll let you switch to a different resolution. Sometimes mobile doesn't really like to get a full resolution image in there. If you're on a PC or a laptop, it should be fine. And Yay Castle, welcome in. Yay Castle says it looks good on their end. And definitely looks good on our end, too. And we have a couple of streams open here as well, so we can see what you see. And every screen I've looked at so far looks really good, especially this angle. Holy moly.
Byre stole that ball away, but does not do anything with possession. Back to Castillo it goes. 2-1 here in this first game of this 3 out of 5, win by 2. Doubles money knockout. This started yesterday. 5 rounds of qualifiers, taking us to this point now. So the score is not correct. It is 2-1.
It's 2-1. It'll get there.
Favor of.
Yeah, he's correcting it over there too. You're right.
2-1 in favor of Castillo and Romero on the left.
Yeah. The beads on the table are right. I love this. It reminds me of Fred. When people do the swirly around the...
Yeah.
Around that. It's cool. And that's how long it takes for a solution.
Did you see that?
that was a real-time example of Adam saying something's not perfect. And then within seconds, solutions are swirling.
David was walking around with a wireless headset, and it came out of nowhere.
It was 3 people just got fired on that one moment.
It was amazing to see that kind of lack of hierarchy.
I love that. It is, and there's a thing for that. It's called circles. It's not a hierarchy thing. It's just circles. Google teal organizations.
Like a centerless corporation?
There's no top or bottom. It's just a bunch of circles. I'm totally dead honest.
I know. Okay. I know. I hear things and I filter myself. Beautiful pass to Romero's 3. Quick shot attempt. Reels it back in. Another quick shot attempt. Sure. Good work if you can get it. Down by 1. Stranks.
Oh my God.
Speaking of good work, a little wiggle, a little waggle, a little down the table. It goes. 3-3.
That was dirty, man.
It was.
Oh, that was dirty. Glad to be watching again. Glad to have you back. Hoping that, hoping this has been an enjoyable experience for everybody this weekend. I've had the time of my life this weekend. That was nasty. I agree. Canada foosball. That was awesome. And I clipped it at the end of this game. Here in a moment, we'll take another peek at it. Nasty, nasty, nasty shot by Will Stranks. Nice. A lot of skill on the table right now. Everybody on this table has the skill to do something that'll make you go, oh my God.
But Dink fired him up. Yeah, I like that. I know you just said that. Sorry, I'm just catching him. Byre catches that on his 3-bar. Pivotal, but aren't they all pivotal? Down by 1 in this first game.
Feels like a timeout.
That. Good job. There's a
Everybody's
man there.
clapping. I'll clap too. I'm scared.
Seriously. Anybody that wears a polo shirt. Wait, yeah, go ahead. A non-polo shirt, but there's a little pocket on there. That's somebody to be feared. He's got vertical and horizontal stripes. He's somebody to be feared. That's Will Stranks.
I have a T-shirt with a pocket for tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah. That popcorn really made my mouth water. Wow.
Speaking of making your mouth water, deep pull side. Pull. Oh, Stranks now again.
Speaking of non sequitur.
Yes, he is somebody that has a new nickname this weekend. We call him TikTok because of all the wild stuff that he does.
Who's that? Stranks?
Will Stranks. A highlight reel unto himself with his trick shots.
I'm gonna submit an unpopular opinion here.
Okay.
And when I say unpopular, I mean it's going to be unpopular with a few people, and then I guarantee you, I could probably write down the names of the people who would agree with me right now when I say this. If you don't do it against an opponent, not that impressive.
No, that's fair.
If you do it on an empty table with nobody trying to block it, not that big of a deal.
I think that's fair.
If you do it on, I'm glad you stopped me because I had at least a half a dozen more ways to say that.
That felt like that was a Jeff Foxworthy moment.
You might be. If you don't have an opponent on the side of your table trying to stop you from doing it, you might be a TikTok.
But I think what we're really talking about, though, is we're really commentating on the degradation of culture and society as a whole when we call them TikTok. Because there's never anybody there when people do the TikTok.
Yeah.
Deep, right? Anyway, Strengths. 4-4 in this first game. Does a hitch.
Some of the stuff is cool. Like some of the COVID trick shots were cool. Like an aerial off his ankle through a toilet paper roll. Some of that kind of stuff.
He actually shot a ball so hard it got a degree at Harvard. That's neat.
How do you shoot a ball so hard that it gets... I would say you'd shoot a ball so hard it gets a memorial for itself somewhere.
Castillo.
Why is Harvard known for shooting balls hard?
It's not.
This popcorn was a great idea. Popcorn was a great idea. Professional.
And you'll note the lack of junior mints because I wouldn't force that on anybody.
Thank you. And it also makes me think that you don't believe any of that stuff you said earlier. You brought up bolos of spaghetti, but I don't know why I said that.
What? What just happened? I know why. Because this wood bowl, reminiscent of
Spaghetti.
Game point there. Beautiful pass. Smooth. Butter. Like on the popcorn. Romero. wanting to put this first game away.
Volume incoming.
Close. Interesting. Looks like he lost the thread of that shot a little. Like he didn't know what he wanted to do with it.
Yeah. He's struggling. He might see more than one ball down there. Last night we had a lot of fun. That was a great pass by Will, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Cody has to catch those.
Yeah, no, he has been solid back there and not at all floppy. Circle bank. I love that. Ooh, pass with authority. Picks it up. Again, another attempt. Flips it over. Stranks. Showing his strength back there.
I wouldn't have been surprised there to see somebody complain of a jar. Although I do not think it was a jar.
Romero. 4-4 in this first game.
Just drill it.
And he puts it away, push side, deep.
Yeah.
First game goes to Castillo and Romero.
They missed on the fist bump there.
Yeah.
They're not in tune with each other.
So, Clay, are you saying because I didn't bring junior mints, I don't believe in what I said? Because I would have felt like I was. That's fair. I didn't want to force you to have junior mints.
Bunch of circles.
What? Doesn't make any sense. You said that I didn't care about my junior mints and popcorn because I didn't put junior mints on
You
there.
see me doing something right now. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm trying to find a replay, and you're taking up my CPU, man. I've only got so many cores. He gets it.
I mean, I get it.
Okay, well. No, I don't know what you said. What was it? Oh, the flannel's off, by the way.
He's like the modern-day Todd Lafredo.
I mean, Todd Lafredo's still around. You say that?
I know. I'm saying he's the current iteration of Todd Lafredo. Todd Lafredo, of course, a player that would only take his jacket off. I think in 4-4 points. 4-4, jacket off. Castillo looking at Romero, scoring that. 1-0 quick in this second game. I'll tell you, Byre has been very steady with that 5-bar all weekend, Clay.
Yeah. Nice straight. What are we opening over
I
here?
don't know. That's an unboxing.
What a pull
Ooh.
kick. Nice. Timeout on the right side of the table here. Apologies. We are distracted. There's something magical happening in the booth, and neither Keith, I'm just going to start calling him Keith, nor Bill knows what's happening right now.
What? A package was just brought to us, and there's even
Looks like-
tinier packages inside.
Looks like drugs.
No.
No, I
Oh,
say that
that's
so they'll
beautiful.
open it up.
Oh, wow.
those are the medals.
Those are the medals.
Wait, this is not just some nonsense metal. Like, these are actually legit medals.
Those are nice. I thought
That's
they were
very
going to be
nice.
like plastic and they would melt in water. Those are legit medals. We just got a peek into the medal round. So we should probably talk about that real quick here.
Yeah. There's a money round. There's a medal round.
That's it. We're done.
Really?
No, go ahead.
I thought I was setting you up.
No, I wanted to hear. The thing is that you're really good at saying things in a short amount of time, and I will talk and talk and talk, and I'll never stop, and I will never ever stop talking, and I'll be adding things that are superfluous, unnecessary, and I just don't stop.
The irony of taking 30 seconds to say that.
Byre is getting fired up here now, 2-2 in this second game. No, but you were saying, because the way that the schedule is, it splits up into two different rounds, right?
Right.
There's the money round
No, not round. Bracket.
bracket. There's the money bracket and the medal bracket. These folks here are playing for money.
Right.
So it says doubles money.
Yeah.
But there's another 16-team bracket that is the doubles medal knockout rounds, and they're playing for medals. And we just saw those medals, and
Nice
they are
save by Castillo.
no joke.
These are legit. This is not, they didn't just go to Walmart and buy some ribbons.
I think I would actually trade some things that I might have for one. As a collector of foosball memorabilia, as a collector of blocks, Byre got one, picks it up, got two. Does a quick bearing adjustment, as is his way.
Yeah.
Beautiful pass from the 3 to the 3. How often do you get to say that?
Once a weekend. He's looking for some trickery here.
Think so?
Sure feels like it.
Well, sure feels like he connected that pull side up 3-2 now in the second game.
Are we standing?
Nope. I mean, yes. I think I might actually.
Okay, cool.
I think it's time.
I feel like we've been in sync on this quite well this weekend.
Stranks staying up in the forward position. Quick shot attempt, claps his hands. Not excited about the fact that he got blocked.
Count to about 5. Look to your left and wave hi to the world champion, Brandon Munoz, watching from the side here. Left. Yeah, there it is.
There
I love doing that.
Montrone, Foos. Looks like there is tape hanging down from the wires in the light. The camera could be picking that up, messing a little with the focus on the up-close bit. Oh, you mean when we're in the up? Yeah. Well,
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Thanks. Good good
that is-
feedback.
yeah, that is good feedback.
I'll
Thank you.
take a peek after this game.
Clay's going to take a peek.
Yeah. By the way, it's been really cool having the world champions here this weekend, both Kevin Romero and Brandon Munoz. And I gotta say, it's a little bit of a confidence boost looking around and seeing people wearing headphones and wanting to listen to this. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. To what?
What do you mean? It's kind of cool for
to
people to be listening.
To us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, people who are here watching.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
And also people who are not here. But,
Yeah.
You know, we expect them to listen, but
Yeah.
you know, someone 10 feet away from us, or in this case, 5 feet away from us, who's just listening as we
understand.
talk. It's cool.
I felt like we connected last night, and you just look full of disdain.
They don't know that you're not talking to me.
What?
They don't know that you're not talking to me.
No, I'm talking to Wukash. That's not good. Lucas.
Wukash.
No.
It's like a W-ish, like a woo. Like
Woo.
woo. Like Wukash.
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 Luke.
Wukash.
I'm going to say Lucas. 'cause I
That's
don't
not
wanna
it?
butcher it.
Now here, we'll
That's a no ski.
pull your mic up. Pull
Yeah.
your mic down there.
It's pretty close, but I think unless you're native,
Yeah, that's
actually
hard.
coming from Poland, it's basically impossible to pronounce correctly.
That's fair.
Well, can you say burrito?
Burrito.
The way they say it in Mexico. Okay, fine.
So,
No. So tell us how do you pronounce your name?
I need a second to like kind of switch to Polish
Okay.
mentally.
Okay.
okay.
Because here you just say Lucas probably.
Łukasz.
Wukash. Yeah.
I
That's
can't.
pretty close.
I can't do it.
Wukash.
I can't do it.
We appreciate having you here. So most people in the States just call you Lucas?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas, because it's Lukasz, but the L is not an L.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
ball is spiked back into
It
the
has a
goal.
line through it.
4-3 now in favor of Castillo and Romero. Just real quick, though, while we have a little break, Lucas,
I'm going to go tend to that tape if they let me.
what is it that you've been doing this weekend? Like, have you been involved in all of this?
Well, so my primary role helping David was to look at the point system and kind of get a ranking going that we can then use to seed players, so that, you know, we don't break events by letting players that are way too strong play with players that are just not at that level at the
Right.
moment.
So that's your. So you are not involved in foosball at all. This was a side project you've been doing with.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So you're one of the architects of the point system. As Romero looks to put this one away and going up 2-0 in game score here.
Good time for a
Loses it.
timeout.
Yep, timeout. Good time to.
It's a pro move.
Yeah. So you are one of the architects of the House of Tournaments point system that we're seeing.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And I'm curious, is not being involved in foosball made it easier for you to do that, to work on that? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're not biased at all.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I think definitely coming into it was like I had a different perspective, and obviously I talked to David a lot, and Danilo, who we are close with, to kind of get a sense of like, what are we trying to achieve through a point system? What are the goals? What are the things that we need to look at, right? 'Cause
right.
Like, what are the things that could fail if we get it really wrong?
Right. Sorry, go ahead. Well, I'm just curious, like, looking at that, when you think about it in those terms, are you... I mean, if you have no bias with what it is you're doing, it's all just numbers, right?
Yeah. It's all results.
And the larger thing you're trying to accomplish is to have the points represent what? Like...
how good players are, right? Like, if we take 2 or 4 players and we let them play, who's going to win, right? What are the chances? And so really that's what we're trying to capture, because we think that then becomes really powerful, because then we can kind of predict how exciting games will be, right?
Oh, wow.
How to match people up in events, how to like organize all of that in a way that makes it more appealing.
Right, wow. As Stranks and Byre is trying to make this match more appealing, but going up 1-0 in this third game, that this is a huge hill to climb for them, Clay.
Yeah, this is not a team I would want to be even in games with, much less behind by 2.
Right.
So what's the big idea with the points? I mean, where does it go from here? Is this just a matter of figuring out how this can be good for this weekend? Is there something farther down the line? What's the end desire for House of Tournaments, modern foosball?
I think the end desire is to have a transparent point system that we can leverage for all kinds of tournaments, events, where we can feed events that people are playing locally, regionally, internationally, right? So that we can kind of capture the whole scene, and so that when people are trying to organize events, they can use it for those, right?
Gotcha. Can you import results from any tournament anywhere?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Currently,
is it manual, or is it just like, is there a way, have you created something to where, like, for example, if I give you like if I just give you a bracket, can you just pull from that, or do you have to manually enter?
Yeah, so bracket would be perfect because that gives us match level data. Very often we don't have that, and there's a lot of like manual data cleanup involved. And so David has been doing a ton of that, of just making sure, hey, let's make sure we have the right people in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
For the last decade or so.
Wow. What a monumental undertaking.
And I can tell you, in terms of foosball and point systems and everything like that, I get a lot of questions from people who just want to understand. So of everything that you've said just now in the last few minutes, one word sticks out more than anything else, and that word is transparency, is that you want people to understand what the hell is happening. It's not just a matter of having a good system. You want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to be able to understand it to the extent that you do, right?
Yeah, and I think that may be where my advantage comes from, of like, I was unbiased. I don't know any of these people. I have never seen them play. And so I had to build a
You're just looking at results on a paper.
Yeah. But, the way we build it, we had to build it in a way that then I can look back and be like, is this correct? Right? Does this make sense to me without actually seeing these people play? And so that was like, as a side effect, it became pretty transparent for everyone else as well.
So as we come into this weekend, there's 64 players here, all of whom you've seen on paper at this point.
Correct.
Some of them you've seen more than others, and then others are like world champions and so on and so forth. How has... this is your first tournament to attend, right?
Yeah.
When we say that you're a foosball rookie, like you're actually not even that. You've never played in a tournament.
Yeah.
You've never been to a tournament. So what does it look like when you know on paper what Brandon Munoz looks like, on Kevin Romero, James Castillo, like there's Warren Van Landingham Jr., all these players that are really good. How is that transferred to what you see on the table? What have been some of your thoughts? Not even from an analytical standpoint, but just as a someone who enjoys sport, which I assume you do. What have been some of your observations this weekend?
That the players are very different. They're I think you watch a lot of sports, and the type of person that does them is it's like a uniform kind of template. If like apply, oh, this is a football player, this is a basketball player, right? And here you kind of have all kinds of folks, and they're just like all extremely different personalities.
Different flavors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe think about that.
Romero gets on the board now, 2-1 though in favor of Stranks and Byre in this third game, this must-win third game for Stranks and Byre.
So where you come into this thinking perhaps that good looks like this thing, and then there's different degrees of that thing, and then what you see instead is, oh, actually there's quite a lot of variety in how they do something well. That's pretty cool. That's a nice. I wouldn't have expected that to be. I don't know what I thought the first time I went to a tournament, but I had a totally different perspective than you do coming here this weekend. So it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it.
Timeout called now, this third game, as we're talking about points with Lucas. Appreciate you being here with us.
Anybody in the chat, if you have a question, feel free, as Adam keeps talking here, just throw out a question if you have anything about points, anything about the rankings this weekend or whatever. Feel free to throw them in the chat. We'll get to them.
I'll say this right now, and I've been saying this all weekend. This is one of the many facets and reasons why I've been saying this is one of the most consequential foosball tournaments in United States history. Just this conversation alone and everything that's going and being put into this event and how it trickles out forward. Byre looking to trickle the ball into the hole, and he does. 3-1 now in this third game. This is must win. Can they continue to do this? They're gonna have to piece something together here, Clay.
Yeah, they're smart. I mean, on the right side of the table, let's be honest. I don't think that they would disagree with what I'm about to say, and I think that the team on the left is physically more talented. They're able to do more things on a table, and so if you come into that situation and you're playing against a good team, the ways that you beat them either is A, hope they play poorly, or B, outsmart them. And the team on the right, a lot of switching, a lot of thinking, a lot of planning. They're having to play with what they have, the tools that's in their toolbox.
Right. And the tools and the team on the left is very deep. I mean, you see Castillo just doing a nice tight square in a corner. They're going to try to piece something together here. So, Lucas, I mean, I think a lot of players, as Byre sneaks that one in here, goes up 4-2 in this third game. I don't think a lot of players think about the implications of what the points means as far as how an event like this can be ran and watched. And I don't know how to ask this question because I'm also one of those people. Like, I feel like the better the points are, something happens at these events. I don't know what that is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, the more accurate the points are and the more fairly they reflect how good somebody is, it translates into something else.
It does, but I would also say that the way we've organized the tournament and the event, we try to make the points and the ranks as inconsequential as we could. So for every event, we actually run the qualifiers. And so the seed only matters at that stage. And then if you do well, you can get anywhere, right?
Oh. That's
so
awesome.
It's just a starting point.
Yeah.
I like it.
Right, so like in A-B draw, the seeds determine if you're in A group and B group, and there was a lot of I mean, not a lot, but there were some discussions of where people should fit.
Right.
But then we run the game, and if you're playing good, you can end up anywhere, right?
That is amazing because Byre is looking to put this third game away. Is not, and he does. To a fourth game we go. So what you're saying is that the points are important, but they should be inconsequential in the moment because it still is just giving. You're setting an environment.
Correct.
That gives people any given day to play and win. That's fascinating. That's absolutely fascinating because we have been stuck, I think, in this concept of rookie, amateur, beginner, semi-pro, and all of that is so. We don't have semi-pro. All of that is so arbitrary, and a lot of that. And I think Clay, you've spoken to this. Like, a lot of it is participate. If you just show up enough, you accrue points, right?
Well, yeah, and ITS is 10 times worse than that. I mean, it's participation points, not really skill points, and it's a bummer.
Yeah. But what this does in the format that it works best in is going to make people play better. And also make it more interesting to watch, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because everything that's we've been seeing on this table this entire weekend, really good, interesting matches, and a lot of different players too. It's been a wide variety. I feel like we've seen probably at least a third, if not a little bit more, of the players that were here at this tournament this weekend. And that's only one table.
So what just happened in this last game here is Cody and Will took over and won that. We're going to a fourth game right now. Are you down to chat with us more about the points after this match? I'd love to, if anybody has any questions or anything like that.
I just need to figure out what's happening with the.
It's game 4, new game.
Score on the overlay.
0-0, and the game count is correct.
They were warming.
practicing.
They were warming up.
They were practicing between games, so it was going to. The auto score was keeping track during the warm up. So.
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to get back to this match here, and then if you're down, I'd love to chat more about points after this. Appreciate you. Thank you. Love that. Love that talk. You can talk points all day, man. Points, ranking, anything nerdy.
Anything nerdy.
Let me know, man. I'm down. Talk nerdy to me.
My goodness. Byre passed that along, but missed by Stranks.
Cody had a really nice pickup score in that last game, and Sparky was fired up about it. I love watching that man get fired up, dude.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of getting fired up. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
He wills that in there. Give me one.
Listen to him. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Stop tapping the table. Listen to this man.
No, that's what I like, because it was a open hand pull kick shot that just trickled in at the very end, but it trickles in, and Byre now.
I think he was going for the outside bank.
Oh, he was.
It just hit a bunch of people on the way there.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Byre. Straight. Goes deep.
And this is the point where you see the competitors show up in everybody. I mean, they're just. He had his. That was weird. He did something like hold on a second, and then play continued. But it doesn't matter where you are. Competitors will compete, and in terms of we're 2 weeks removed from Worlds. This is certainly not Worlds. Let's not lie to ourselves about anything like that. This match is super important to every single person on the table right now. I don't feel like I'm saying that the right way, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean, right?
I know what you mean.
This is a big deal. Nobody doesn't care about that. First time chat from Never Now, I think. Never Now is
Never
what
Now?
I'm going to say. How I'm going to say that.
Okay.
Tell me if I'm saying that wrong. What is the point system? Where can I find something similar to run local tournaments? We're going to talk about all that. I'm going to get to that question and more as soon as this match is over. We do have an answer to that question. What we have now is
Byre bearing that ball 2-1 here. They're really it's a big hill to climb, but I mean they've got their clod hoppers on and they're ready to go here. 2-1 now in favor of Stranks and Byre in this fourth game. Down by 1 in this doubles money knockout. Rattles one in, no table tap, ties up 2-2. It's getting fired up here. This is the third day of a whole heck of a lot of foosball, Clay.
Yeah.
This has been grueling.
And
these players.
Even these players, Brandon, Kevin, who play a lot of foosball, they like a lot of high tempo foosball. They're in great shape. They're capable, and it baffles me. I had somebody come up just now do the YMCA while I was talking, trying to get our attention. Was he asking us something? Or?
He was leaving.
Oh, he's leaving.
Yeah.
I thought he was asking if we wanted a drink.
Nope.
Okay. There you go. No idea what I was saying, so back to foosball we go.
2-2 now in favor of nobody. Maybe the audience. Byre again.
Said it right, but very interested in the system. Awesome. Me too, by the way. We'll get there.
But, I mean, if you want to check it out, it's go to houseoftournaments.com to start looking at it, and you'll get some more details here as Byre got some details from the back wall.
I bet.
Posted out. Strength.
Nice pull kick on goal there.
To Romero to the back of the hole. Open hand pull kick.
Yeah.
Sunday night, still has gas in the tank or maybe some charge in his battery. I don't know what kind of car he drives.
You gotta make sure you're saying it right these days. I support that.
Thank you. Byre. This is it. This is it. This is the turning point. This is where it all happens on a heel, right, Clay? They're down by 2 now. They're trying to get out of the belly of the beast, but the beast is hungry.
Yeah, and feisty. Nice pass there. It's another pass by Will that, you know, I'm not saying it's easy to catch, but Cody's got to catch those. Speaking of which.
Romero wanted to extend the lead by 2 in this 4th game. Taking a bit more time than he has been. That, and he shoots the one hold that's the smallest. Playing a game of Portal, making the ball go where he wants. It doesn't matter what's in the way.
Good time to call timeout. I support it. I'm down.
I support it too. I support the flannel over white shirt that Romero has adopted in his very short time here in Portland.
Yeah.
That's a good look if you can get it. That, James Castillo, shoulder rub, a good game, pat. Match point for Castillo and Romero. Byre.
He's just baiting that lane. Not letting him have anything. Oh, did you see what he was doing there?
Yeah.
Lining up a drive-by. That's what that's called.
I like that term. Romero did not like that pass. Stolen away again by Byre.
I love watching somebody win with flair, dude. Just let it rip, dude.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Supercross where they jump and over the final jump they do a cool trick.
Look at how far off the ball he is.
Yeah,
is that a bank setup or a pass? And it is a bank setup. Romero clear to the 5, to the 3, to the quick shot attempt. Back to the 2 it goes of Castillo.
Come on, Cody.
Cody does something
Very
that I don't
nice.
see him do that often. Quick shot, push kick. Let's see what Stranks has in his shirt pocket. Still match point for Castillo and Romero. There's no win by 2 in this 4th game. Stranks slowing it down. Doing a twitch, doing a stitch, doing a timeout. Bringing the horse back up front. Is that what it is? It is. Byre.
By the way, when I talk about process-oriented versus results-oriented, Kevin had a shot to win the match right there, and he shot a slingshot. The way that I decide whether or not I like it, I like the shot no matter what happens. So to me, that's process-oriented. Results-oriented is when you say he missed it, that means it's a bad idea. Or if he made it, well, he made it, that means it's a good idea. So to me, I like the slingshot no matter what happens.
Okay.
I enjoy it. To me, the decision to make there, if you make that decision, I like the decision.
Okay.
Results be damned.
All right. I like that. Byre, results were damned, ends up in the 2 of Castillo.
I'm afraid I'll knock that over if you.
I don't know what's going on with it. This is just. Thank you. Castillo now. Match point. Bank attempt. To Byre it goes.
He scores here. It's a time for a timeout on the left side of the table.
Is that a bank attempt?
I think it's a flippy straight.
Flippy straight.
Trying to catch someone off guard who's not very caught off guardable.
Castillo. Stolen away by Romero on the 5, and he just kind of hands it up to his 3. Match point for Romero and Castillo. And he knows it. See that? There's a grimace. Pull shot position.
Cody is really anxious here.
He is. Yeah, he's playing tight. Oh, I love this. So many circles going on. What's happening? My eyes are crossed. It was a pass attempt.
Still love watching Fred do that off the
It's so cool.
bar. Yeah. And it's a fresh 15
Then,
seconds.
that's not
right
a distraction, right? When you move your left?
No,
Yeah.
it's all one zone.
It's on one zone.
Yeah, one rod.
One rod. It's a U2 song.
Now, if you did that with your 3-bar and your 5-bar, 100% distraction. But now you can do that in the back.
Romero loses it on the 5. Byre's 3. Wow. 4-4 now in this 4th game.
And this is where people say that the slingshot on match point was a bad idea. And I will continue to disagree with that because I like the decision.
High stick lane by Romero tries to put that away right now. Match point for him. Again, another attempt. Romero. And he puts it away straight. Many attempts. Done. And they advance. Castillo and Romero taking down Stranks and Byre.